Welcome to the Nurse Shark Academy show, where we're experts in nursing and experts in business. I'm Tina Baxter, your host. The Nurse Shark Academy show highlights nurse business owners and others in the healthcare field who promote entrepreneurship. We interview nurse leaders and encourage them to tell their story. The mission is for you to own your seat at the table of nurse entrepreneurship, gaining the confidence, skills, and freedom to live your life on your own terms. You will dream big and expand your consciousness as an entrepreneur. Join us and support these wonderful nurse entrepreneurs and leaders. Today's episode is a leadership conversation, and today's topic is nurse entrepreneurship. Build your niche, speak to the right customer, and choose the business model that fits. Welcome to the Nurse Shark Academy show, where we're experts in nursing and experts in business. I'm Tina Baxter, your host. The Nurse Shark Academy show highlights nurse business owners and others in the healthcare field who promote entrepreneurship. Today is one of our special leadership conversations, and we're going to talk about the top 5 skills every nursing leader must develop. Those skills are emotional intelligence, communication, critical thinking, delegation, and business acumen. We'll see you inside the episode. Maybe it's LinkedIn, maybe it's Facebook, maybe it's Instagram or TikTok, but you find the platform that works for you to find your ideal customer and the people that are looking for you. So you might have more customers will bring you more success. Remember that finding the right customer is a lot better than having more customers, because you're speaking to your ideal customer in your niche. So focus creates momentum. Nurses, are you burnt out, frustrated, looking for something new? Are you looking for more? Nurses, are you ready to feel the sun? You will dream big and expand your consciousness as an entrepreneur. Your nursing license is your key to freedom. Join the Nurse Shark Academy at the nursesharkacademy.biz today. Welcome to the Nurse Shark Academy show, where we empower nurses to lead boldly, build profitability, and impact their communities with confidence. I'm your host, Tina Baxter, and today we're talking about finding your niche and ideal customer. Today, we're talking about finding your niche. So nurse entrepreneurship is not a one-size-fits-all. Entrepreneurship is leadership, not hustle for hustle's sakes. So you don't need more customers. You need to find the right customers and a business model that serves both you and your customer. What nurse entrepreneurship really means, it's leadership. Nurse entrepreneurship is solving problems using nursing expertise. Some common myths to dismantle. I have to do what everyone else is doing. This is one of those areas that we fall trapped to. We see what someone else is doing. It seems like their business model is working well, and we want to copy what they're doing, and we have to do it their way. And that's not necessarily not true. My show is a lot different from other people's shows. So some nurses tend to focus on talking to anyone in the field. Some focus on talking to specific groups. I focus on nurse entrepreneurs. So my goal is to bring leadership content to you and business content that helps the nurse entrepreneur. And so that's my focus. And so I have people that ask to come on my show that may not be fitting my niche, but I'm always helpful in trying to send them to somewhere where they can play a part. So you don't have to do it everyone else's way. Here's another one. I need to be on every platform. That's not true as well. So I am on several platforms, but you don't have to join everyone. Find the one that works for you. Maybe it's LinkedIn, maybe it's Facebook, maybe it's Instagram or TikTok, but you find the platform that works for you to find your ideal customer and the people that are looking for you. So you might have more customers, will bring you more success. Remember that finding the right customer is a lot better than having more customers because you're speaking to your ideal customer in your niche. So focus creates momentum. You don't need to be on every platform. You don't need a massive audience, and you need alignment and direction in what you're doing. What entrepreneurship really means: entrepreneurs solve problems, leaders choose direction. Nursing is leadership. And so the last is that, you don't have to have more of this or that. You have to have more of the right customers. So remember, entrepreneurs make decisions, leaders choose direction before tactics, sell gimmicks, and other things. So when you're developing your niche audience, your niche is a focus, not a box. A niche is not a job title, a certification. A niche is a specific problem for a specific group at a specific stage. Examples: nurses are conceptual and not prescriptive. You may have nurse leaders that are struggling and with a burnout and may look for a different direction. Maybe they want to leave that particular unit and go work somewhere else. Or maybe you want to work with nurses that are just coming out of nursing school and they're struggling to make that transition to professional practice. Whatever your ideal niche is, nurse leaders will focus and hone in on who they're there to serve. You need alignment and direction. So again, what we talk about a lot of times with nurses, we tend to think, oh, if we just had that next certification, we just had that next class or whatever, we can go further. But it may not necessarily be what you need. When you understand who you're targeting and what your niche is, you will understand how to fulfill their needs. So when you try to talk to everyone, no one hears themselves. So niches matter because you want to have a clear message, a clear audience, and clear buying decisions. So speak to one nurse and not the internet. Your marketing avatar is a decision making tool. You want to focus on their daily frustrations, what keeps them stuck, what they want more than credentials, time, clarity, confidence, control, what to stop doing. Writing generic content. How many times have you repurposed something or maybe put something that's, the buzzword of the day? And as I was looking through LinkedIn, one of the things I noticed was that there's a lot of generic content. Everyone was commenting on the same things, copying and using industry buzzwords. And instead of coming up with original content, part of it is because we're leaning into things like AI, which can be very helpful, but you have to put your particular flavor on what you're writing. Then stop explaining and connect. How many times have you gone to a marketing or networking event and you're there with your ideal customer and you walk up to them and you just tell them a list of all the services that you offer? Instead, turn it around and find out what their needs are. Ask them about them. Hey, what's the biggest problem you're working on right now? And then you can share how you can help and you become the solution to their problem. Listen to what their needs are and so how you can help. So, again, as a leader, you want to reframe this. Marketing is empathy with structure. So, again, one nurse, one problem, one clear solution. So, choose a business model that works for you. Speaking again to their needs with clarity, confidence, control, time. What is it that they're looking for? And then make sure that the business model serves you, that your energy, your schedule, and your strengths are honored. Business model should serve your energy. If you're doing the wrong thing, I had a conversation with a client, and we were talking, and she said I wanted to start a staffing agency, and she kept saying no. She kept saying I want to start a home care agency. I want to start a home care agency. She was a home care nurse, and the more we talked about it, the more we got into it. I realized that's not what she wanted. What she wanted was a staffing agency. She really wanted to be able to provide the staff to the different facilities that needed help. I said, you don't want a home care agency. Your customer isn't the individual patient. Your customer is the facility, and that's who you want to serve. So finding your niche helps you to clarify who it is that you want to serve. And then you want to protect your schedule. What works for you when you are working your niche. So I know some people that work online only. They do a lot of their business online. I know others that like to do in-person events, but they schedule it and tailor it according to what their needs are in their life, and then play to your strengths. So you want to make sure that you're leaning into those things that you already have. So some common aligned nursing business models. You've got coaching and consulting, working with individuals to help solve their problems, and the coaching side, helping them to improve and to implement strategies that will help them grow. And then consulting, helping businesses or the individual implement those strategies to where you're now consulting and bringing in the information. It's sort of a done for you type thing, where you're working with them and helping them develop the strategies that they need to put in the processes, initiating systems. And then education, maybe it's training others and how to deliver services and goods, and writing digital products. So maybe now you're writing a book, or you're doing webinars. So you have speaking and training opportunities. Maybe you're going to conferences and your keynotes, or maybe you have a membership platform and you're inviting nurses to join you on a journey, whatever it could be. So ask yourself as a leader, how do my customers want support? What problems are they willing to invest in solving? And what delivery model allows for consistency and not burnout? So here's the question that you want to ask yourself. I help blank nurses solve blank problems, right? So write this down, and I want you to really think about this right now, this week, of what you're going to do. So this is your action step for this week. So write this one sentence: I help blank nurses solve blank problem. So here's my I specialize statement. I specialize in working with nurses and other healthcare professionals who want to reduce burnout, pessimism, and compassion fatigue so they can become a successful entrepreneur, reclaim the love they have for their profession, and create a fulfilling and prosperous life. And so when we talk about those things, and people ask me, what do I do? This is what I tell them. This is what I bring to the table. And so I'm answering the question that many nurses have: and how can I just do something differently? I love being a nurse, but I'm just being driven crazy about what's going on in healthcare right now, and something has to give. I need to do something differently. And so how can we take those skills that you have as a nurse and turn them into a viable business and make you a successful entrepreneur and help you to reclaim the love that you have for your profession? So those are the problems I saw. So you want to audit your message once you deliver it. Does it speak to the real pain point or just describe you? And you have to make sure that you're speaking the language that they understand and talking to them, not at them. Choose one primary platform where your audience already is. So find out where your audience. I did an audit, and I actually found out that my audience was better suited on LinkedIn and Alignable than it was on Facebook. Now, I still maintain a Facebook presence and all these other places, but I also know where I can lean into to better find the people that are aligned with what I'm trying to do. You want to validate before you build. So make sure that you work through some of those issues. Does your business model make sense? Does it actually meet the need of your customer? How can you do that? And in our action guide, we talk about how to do that. And so we'll talk in a minute about how to get access to the action guide. So conversations first, content second. Next, you want to decide your leadership move, not your next post. So what is your leadership move? There's a content creator that I follow, and I love what she says. She says, we make moves, not excuses. And I think about that. What is your next move before you make that next social media post, right? Have you talked to your audience, talk to your customer to find out what their needs are? And is your post going to be aligned with answering the problem for their needs? If not, take it back and realign your message. Make sure that you have alignment, because alignment is key. So lead your business like a nurse shark. Clarity creates confidence. Focus creates momentum. Clearly, make sure that you are following through and doing your best. So some of the things that we have coming up, if you want to know more about the Nurse Shark Academy, we have workshops coming up, a master class, we have live events. You can check out our website calendar at thenurseSharkAcademy.biz. Sign up and become a member, and you get access to all of our content that we have available for you as part of your membership. You also get access to a lot of our membership classes at discounts. And look at the calendar. And just a reminder, I want to make sure that you know that you are already a leader, and now it's time to build businesses that reflect that. So you want to know more, go to the NurseSharkAcademy.biz, download our action guide, and use the promo code ACTION. And then you can get a copy of our niche building workbook for free, complimentary copy, by using the promo code ACTION. So that's NurseSharkAcademy.biz, promo code ACTION. Thank you for listening. Subscribe, leave us a comment, a like, and come back and listen to more episodes where I interview nurse business owners and leaders. I want to thank you for tuning in. And again, remember, you are already a leader. Build a business that reflects it. Learn more by visiting the NurseSharkAcademy.biz. Thank you, and bye-bye for now. Break free and come feel the sun with the Nurse Shark Academy. Nurses, are you ready to break free from the grind and build something of your own? It's time to take your skills beyond the bedside and step into entrepreneurship. Join our webinar, Break Free, the Nurse's Path to Entrepreneurship, where you'll learn how to shift your mindset, explore your nurse-owned business ideas, and get the exact steps to launch your own business. This is your time to take control of your career and create a future you love. Seats are limited, so grab yours now. Break free and join the Nurse Shark Academy at thenurseSharkAcademy.biz. Thank you for listening to the Nurse Shark Academy show wherever you get your podcasts or watching us on YouTube. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you'll know when all of our episodes come out. If you want further information, you can contact us on the NurseSharkAcademy.biz.